Hello, everyone, and thanks for listening to the Grow Your Life podcast. My name's Jeremiah Krakowski, and if you haven't listened to this podcast before, I give you tips, tools, tricks, and strategies to grow your business using the internet, as well as some mindset teaching to help you support those strategies so that you can implement them, so that you can take action with them. Now, if you haven't joined the hashtag Grow Your Life community, go over to Facebook and type in hashtag Grow Your Life. There's over 1,000 people in there just like yourself that are growing in their life and in their business that you can engage with. There's community. You can find accountability partners in there and ask questions for things that you might be dealing with. There's no such thing as asking a silly or stupid question in there because there's people that want to answer and anything goes when it comes to this type of stuff. Now, the other thing is this, is if you haven't scheduled a free 15-minute call with me on my website, I'd love to talk with you and I'd love to help you get a strategy to help you move forward. I often hear from people, well, they're just not ready to schedule a 15-minute call with me. And I challenge that. I believe 100% of every single person listening to my podcast is ready to schedule a 15-minute call with me no matter where they are at their business. They're not inconveniencing me and they're not wasting my time or their time by doing so. What I love to do is help people that no matter where they're at in their business, whether they're starting out or they've been successful, come up with a plan and a strategy to get results, to get more sales. Like I helped Dawn with put a challenge together that was able to get more clients and customers in her health coaching business. Or like we did with Rick, where we helped him build his membership to multiple 7 figures in 2 years. Now, you don't have to commit to coaching with me, but scheduling that time where we can talk and go over your business together is going to be one of the most valuable things that you do. And to be honest, it's okay if you schedule another one with me if you scheduled one before. I'd love to talk with you. I'd love to help you make a plan to get from where you are to move the needle forward in the next 7 days to get more sales and results in your business. Now, today, what I want to talk about is how to increase your revenue, how to increase your sales by expanding your product line, by expanding what you're offering. Listen, you are not a failure for not selling a bunch of one product that you sell and adding more products. This is actually a mindset shift that I hear often from a lot of people is they don't want to add more to their product line because they feel like they failed by not selling what they already did, like they didn't complete or finish what they already started, and that they're doing something wrong if they add something to their product line. For your business to grow, you need to add more products to your business. You need to offer more things. You need to help serve your customer. The goal is not sales. The goal is how can I help serve as many human beings as possible to reach their goals? How can I help as many people as possible to take their life and be transformed in a positive way? Whether you sell a health product, you are helping people transform their life. If you sell e-commerce, you are transforming their life by when they consume or use that product. If you have courses, you are helping improve somebody's life by what they learn from you. And every single person that is in your target audience, your target customer group, they're buying other products and services from other people all the time. They're buying things that are related to what they're already purchased from you or what they've already looked at. You may have people that have checked out what you're offering, didn't buy from you, but will buy your second product that you offer because it's more related to what they need because they already bought what you offer from somebody else. For you to grow your business, for you to get more sales and revenue in your business, you have to start thinking bigger and as a professional business owner. How can I help serve my customers on a better level? How can I help service them by offering more things that I can do with them that will take less time? How can I help my customers not to take more time by having to go somewhere else to buy something? And when you do this, you can start to package things together. You can start to help serve your customers. If you have had your sales flatline in your business, offering more things to your customers is a great way to increase your revenue. How do we know what to offer them? We take a look at what are they experiencing? What are they dealing with? We have empathy for those customers. What is their experience in life? What are they already buying? Get to know your customer more than you do your product line. I say that all the time. I'm going to keep saying it. And even as I say it all the time, there's still people that believe that knowing more about their product and mastering their product is more important than their customers' experience, connecting with their customers, and sales. It's not true. The most important thing is how you communicate, your people skills, and your ability to help another person reach their goals. When you can do that, when you listen, when you pay attention to other people, what they're going through, what they're experiencing, and you start to offer additional things that help them, that support what you already sell. If you sell a network marketing product, having additional products could be from another network marketing company. I know that sounds almost scary and sacrilegious to some people that might be in network marketing to think about offering products from a competing company to their customers. But if that's going to serve your customers, you're going to sell more in both by doing that, because you want people to connect with you and you want to connect with them to sell them on what's going to help transform their life and make their life better. If you have an e-commerce product, expanding your product line to offer more things that your customers want will help get you more results. Stop waiting until you have maxed out on the sales with your initial product line. This is one of the most amateur things that I see people doing, is they're waiting until they reach a certain level of success before adding more things to their product line, because they feel like if they do, they've either given up on their other product line, they've failed, or they're not going to be serving their customers in the right way. Now, I agree. If you offer too much to people, I'm going to add to this. If you offer too much to your audience, you're going to overwhelm them and they're not going to buy anything from you. Offering too much for sale and making people have to make too many decisions and think too much before they buy from you is a recipe for disaster. If you're selling something, you don't want your audience to have to spend a bunch of time to decide what to buy from you. You want to lead them to make the right choice. And sometimes that means phasing out certain products. Sometimes that means taking them off the market and bundling them with other stuff. If it's a physical product, that means that you stop manufacturing a certain product and offer a better version of it. That's what companies like Apple do. That's what automakers do. And there are some people that believe that practice in business is unethical. They believe that offering new upgraded products that are only 10% better is unethical. And if that's you, you may have to come to grips with being okay with that. Being okay with offering additional products or services. Being okay with phasing out certain things. Being okay with offering a bundle that you charge more for to people. If you're not getting sales in your business, you're not going to have the kind of impact that you want to have. And if your goal is to have an impact on people and you're not selling, you're not impacting anybody. And so you have to learn, what does the customer want and how can I deliver that to them? How can I deliver my audience exactly what they've been asking for? How can I deliver them what they're going somewhere else for? How can I deliver to them what's going to serve them? When you do this, this increases the level of trust your customers have, and you have what's called the lifetime value of a customer. A lifetime value isn't generated on just one wham, bam, thank you, ma'am sale that only happens once in a lifetime. You want to have either repeat business and give people an incentive to come back for repeat business, obviously by offering good quality products and services, and by offering additional things that help them. And this does not mean that you have to do additional work. Now, yes, if you're in a service business, I get it. That is additional work for you, and that doesn't make sense. And that this is hard to even comprehend how I'm saying this if you do a service-based business, because that may mean that you're going to be working more hours, and you don't want to do that. But if you could hire people to do those additional services, if you can have products that you sell in addition to the service, if you have package services that help people. If you adjust your services, by the way, here's another thing. If you stop doing a service and do a higher value service for people and then give referrals to competitors for a service that you no longer do, these are all different ways to offer different things to your audience. Don't become so stuck in trying to make something happen that you had a vision for in the past when there's a new opportunity in front of you. I see so often people passing up on new opportunities because they're trying to make something that they had a vision for in the past happen 5-10 years later and are still stuck on the fact that they haven't even made it happen yet. Instead, it's okay to go out there and offer new products and services to people, to serve the people that are in front of you, that are in your space, that are in your sphere of influence. If people are coming to you for help, that's your platform. Those are the people that you're meant to serve. And so what you can do is you can offer those people additional things, and then you can also utilize advertising and marketing to connect with new business, to connect with new people, to find new people that will buy what you offer. Eventually, your goal is, I don't want anybody listening to this to just flatline their sales, to flatline their income. You can keep increasing your income by systematizing how you do things, by changing up the game of how you do things. Now, yes, might you be happy just making a certain amount of money and offering and doing the same thing forever and ever? If you are, that's great. Max out how you do that. Focus on that one thing. Go all in on that one thing. But if you're noticing, hey, I'm doing everything to make sales, I'm feeling burnt out, stressed out, and this isn't working, change it up. Shift it up. Do something different. But pay attention to who are the people that are asking for help from you constantly. Who are the people that are asking you to serve them? Many times I've seen people, they'll go into completely different markets where they have no experience. And while that's great and all, while they can do that, it's more of a challenge to do that than to just offer additional things to the market that you already have experience in. This is why for me, I focus on this audience of people that are selling information products, that are selling e-commerce products, that are doing services, because that's who I've helped market, sell, and get more customers over the years. A lot of network marketers getting more leads in their business. If you're not getting leads, if your campaigns are not working, change them up, change the hook, change the offer, change the bait that you're using to find people. It doesn't mean that you're a failure if you change that up. It doesn't mean that your last campaign failed either if it stops working. That is the nature of the world that we live in. People's interests, the way that they engage with things, what they're looking for, what attracts them changes over time. And so to stay ahead of that curve, pay attention to the feedback that you're getting from your audience and offer them additional products and or services that serve their needs, that will bring a positive transformation and impact on their life. Expand your product line. One of the best ways to break a revenue plateau is to change it up. Change the offer that you're using. Change the bait that you're using. Change what you are using to find your customers and what you are selling them. You might launch 4 or 5 different products over the next year, and each one of those will sell a different amount. You're not going to know what your audience wants unless you offer them certain things. Are some of them always going to sell a bunch of money and make a bunch of money? No. You're going to offer things that are going to bomb and not do well. That's going to happen. That's the way of business. That's the way of life. But if you don't take action, if you don't put your best foot forward, if you don't try and fail and possibly fall flat on your face and it not work out, how are you ever going to know what is going to work? And so if you can start to listen to, if you can start to engage with your audience, if you can start to engage with the people that are asking for your help on a regular basis, and you talk to them and you look at, okay, what are they always asking for? What are they engaging the most with? What do they need the most? And what are they saying, I wish that I had? And here's the best one. What are they saying, I'm so frustrated about? Your audiences and your customers' frustrations give you a clue as to how you can serve them best, as to what solutions you can offer them, as to how you can help them, as to how you can create and craft and source or design a system for an offer, for something to sell, for a new service to offer, for a different service to offer, for something different for you to do, for you to mix it up. Coronavirus happened, my friends. The world has changed. Trying to do everything exactly the same as you did pre-coronavirus and complaining that it's not working isn't going to help you move forward. What will is to innovate, to look at what is changing. What are people asking for more? What can I do differently? Instead of what's not working, instead of complaining about what's not working that used to work, what can I do that will work? What can I look at? What can I get into? What new markets can I look at? What are people asking for more? How has the way that my customers engage with me changed? And how can I meet them where they're at to help them get to that next level? When you start to ask yourself these questions, when you start to open your mind to the possibility of doing something different than you've ever done before, while simultaneously holding in your mind, what can I do that's connected to what I have always done, but is 15% different, you can increase your sales and your revenue in your business. When I started off in business, I was doing video editing for people. Am I a failure in business because I no longer edit videos for people? And that's what I had a dream of doing? No. Because I found that helping with marketing and ads was what people wanted. And now I don't run ads for people. I help them write their copy and I help them strategize what to come up with. Does shifting and offering these different higher value things and increasing my income over time and going off instead of working for other people, working for myself, did that mean I was a failure at what those things that I did before? Or is that the natural progression of my growth and my journey and my business story? I think you know the answer to that. It's the natural progression of things. Even if I'm not doing the same things that I was before, but I'm serving people on a higher level than I was before, having more of an impact. I'm offering products and services that people need more. I'm launching more things that people are asking for and focusing on how can I give my customers what they want, what they are asking for. Now I'm going to add, you don't always have to give them what they want as well. I don't run ads for very many people at all anymore because of the amount of time and investment and what I have to charge for that. Most people are not willing to pay that. And so there's a lot of great service providers that they can work with to do that. And I can help audit and look at what is the copy and how is this. And we can go over that together on their coaching calls together. That's what I do a lot with people now is I go over their stuff with them on coaching calls instead of managing it for them. Does the fact that I don't have an advertising business and multiple staff running ads for people mean that I was a failure? No, it means that that's the path that I'm going down to serve people in the way that I know is going to best serve them. I know that by offering additional products and services, by opening up different opportunities for learning, for coaching with me, by creating new programs, that's going to impact and serve people the most, the best possible way that I can. And so for you, it's the same. What can you do today? What do you need to stop doing that maybe you've been doing for so long to change up the game with people? What can you shift? What can you adjust? What can you change in your pitch, in the way that you connect with people, in the way that you sell, in the way that you talk with people, in the way that you find your customers to serve your audience in a better way? And now here's a hard question. What is one of those things that maybe you told yourself that you would never do? because maybe you judged somebody. You made a judgment against people that do that thing that maybe now that coronavirus has happened, you have to do it. I know quite a few people that made a decision that they would never do online teaching that are now in the online teaching space because they realized that's how they're going to be able to impact people. They felt that unless they were selling a physical product or doing a service, they weren't a real business owner. And they judged people that did education. And now they're in the education space and saying, you know what? I realize this is where people are at. This is what they're wanting. If that's you, I'd invite you to go through my last couple podcast episodes where I talk about how to create courses, how to create online courses. And I have an upcoming class coming up as well about creating offers for people that I'd love for you to check out. Listen, if you want to get more sales in your business, you are going to have to change up the game at some point. Instead of staying stuck, instead of staying stagnated, instead of complaining about how things aren't working, shift what you're doing and do something different. Period. And for those of you that can shift, for those of you that go with the shift, for those of you that change up what you're doing, that are willing to do that, those are the business owners that make the most amount of money. And everybody else is wondering how they did it. Because they were willing to not be so prideful that they were stuck on trying to make something happen that wasn't working. They humbled themselves to learn something new, to try something new, and to be willing to step out in faith, to take a risk, to do something even in the face of uncertainty, to increase their revenue, to increase their sales in their business. And if that's you, if you're somebody that needs to get more sales in your business and you're wondering and strategizing, this is what I do a lot with my customers, a lot with my coaching clients, is we come up with, what are the products and services? What are the offerings that can help you make more sales? What are the things that your audience wants from you? And coming up with those ideas together. And then helping come alongside you to build it, to launch the funnels, to launch the ads, to get the customers, to reach the people, new audiences, to reach out in the abyss of in social media and on YouTube and on Facebook and on Instagram and on LinkedIn, to find the people that are ready to buy from them those new offers that they have, to find thousands and millions of customers from those spaces. If that's you, if you're somebody that needs help in that area, please schedule a 15-minute call with me. Let's talk about your business. Let's talk about where you're at and how to get you breakthrough to go to the next level. And if you haven't yet scheduled a 15-minute call with me, maybe you're wondering if right now is a good time to do that. Maybe you're just, I'm not so sure, Jeremiah. I'm just not ready for it. If I had $1 for every person that said that they're not ready to hop on a 15-minute call with me, I'd have a lot of money. Instead, what if you took a risk? What if you stepped out? What if this is the risky thing that you need to do to as a step of faith in your life to better your business, to ask for help, to ask for some advice where you haven't before, where maybe you've been too prideful to ask for help, or maybe you've been afraid that it's not the right time, or maybe you've been wondering if, well, maybe you're just not at the right place yet. You're going to have to eventually do things that you don't always want to do in business to get results. And maybe scheduling a call, even if you don't feel like you're ready for it, might be that thing for you. If that's you, I'd love to talk with you. I'd love for you to schedule a call with me. Go over to jeremiahkrakowski.com/free call and let's talk. And if you want to win a free 30-minute coaching call with me, you can go to my Instagram and leave hashtag Grow Your Life on my Instagram. I pick one winner every single week on Sunday. I go on a 30-minute call with me. Listen, I believe that every single one of you listening to this right now can grow your business, get more sales, more customers, more leads and clients, no matter what you're doing. But you just have to put it into action, and you have to take the steps forward, not to stay stuck where you are right now, but to progress the needle in the right direction. If you're ready to do that, schedule a call with me. We'll talk soon. Keep listening to the podcast. Grow your life, everybody. Have a good one.